That's part of the op, bro. That's part of the op, bro. That's part of the op, bro.
I'm calling from Los Angeles, and I'm having a little problem under the name ThatUmbrellaGuy. I sent him my phone number at least 20 times in the chat and told him to call me. He ignored me, or I'm a man. I filed the report. If you guys could take a look at it and give me a call back, I would love to hear what you guys can do to help us. We really need to kind of stop this guy at least until Monday. I told him to call me.
That's part of the op, bro. That's part of the op, bro.
I'm a man.
Nay, nay, nay.
When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful. A miracle, oh, it was beautiful. When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful. A miracle, oh, it was beautiful. When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful.
All right, what's up? What's up? Hey, did you know last night that TimCast not only said his stupid stuff live, but did you know that he had a cope stream for members only? That's right, $10 to hear him cope, where he complains about Jeremy, where he says I blocked him because he threatened me, which is not true. You can hear what he called the threat, but then afterward he's like, he memed on me, bro. He memed on me. That's where that clip comes from. He's like, it's an op, bro.
That's part of the op, bro.
That is my greatest. I love it. I could clip this stuff all day long. Oh my God. I'm having trouble not just laughing at somebody for days. Oh, what a mess. Hey, what's up, Mazza? Thank you for the gifted membership. I appreciate that. Man, Tim Bull, he is bleeding subscribers too. And he's trying to act like he's not mad. It's so good. I told you yesterday. I told you when this stuff dropped, I told you it was going to be glorious afterwards, that this situation would absolutely go nuclear. No matter what happened, it would go nuclear. And it did. Oh, it's so good. What if I were to tell you I have the cope stream, by the way? Oh, shit. I do indeed. Strike me, mofo. I'm going to upload it tomorrow. I'm going to upload it. I'm gonna make fun of it and upload it in total, too. Fuck you, man. It's going to be so good. Secret cope session, man. I'm waiting for free speech Tim to strap me and be like, oh my god, he took my secret cope. I'm like, I'm not the one who uploaded it, mofo. I didn't upload it originally. Maybe I will again, but I am. Oh, it's gonna be good too. Tomorrow, I got to work through it. You know, it's like the original clip is 16 minutes. Now, do you? We'll get into this, but what's the musician's name that was on there last night too? Well, I'll play you the stuff that happened last night. But what's that musician's name? Because I don't have a problem with the musician, but I had, because I don't know him. I don't know who he is, and I don't want to be rude when I say this, but I was really irritated because he doesn't know shit about this, and he said that, and yet he starts going on about how it's somebody trying to be famous and stuff. John Rich. Now, that annoyed me, dude, because he wasn't informed on it. These people are supposed to be fundamental free speech advocates, and they spit in the fucking face of everybody last night. They spit in the face, every one of them. And, John Rich, he was going along with what the other people said. And you can't do that, man. You can't decide that all of this. See, Tim Pool's whole thing behind the scenes was to say that it was all because she wanted to get famous and she was grifting off advocacy. And it's like, fuck no, it's not. First of all, it's taking from people you're supposed to advocate for and calling yourself a survivor. That's messed up. But the issue became an issue because of what Twitter did. The why, when people started answering the why, all of it should be a problem. And I was like, dude, do some due diligence, do a little research. Don't listen to Griff Pool and his little friends. I mean, come on, man. Because Griff Pool had it wrong. I swear, man. But let's listen to that public part first. Again, they have a song in it. Okay, so Rich, he sings a song at the beginning of the temple thing, and I'm going to cut the song out for sure, but I'm going to see how Twitter reacts, and I also just want to just flagrantly do it, be like, all right, well, I want to see how these so-called free speech advocates. He whinged about Jeremy behind a paywall, though. He wouldn't do it publicly because he didn't have the stones to do it. He did it privately. He did it for people where he knew he could get an echo chamber out of it. Because he knew he'd get backlash and he didn't want it. He's like, I don't want any drama. But he freaking whined about Jeremy. For freaking, for 4 good minutes out of 4 to 8 good minutes. I don't know. It was like let me see, actually. Well, I got about 16 minutes out of the whole thing. But they misrepresented. They called it an op again. I mean, it was just, it's kind of glorious. I kind of enjoyed it, but I don't. It's sad too. It's sad because again, they're not being truthful about what happened at all. I'm going to see if I'm checking right now to see if the content ID system is going to hit me if I put this thing up. No, I got past that. Tomorrow, like I said. So let's look at what happened last night. And also, actually, let me show you what's happening on Twitter first, because Timmy's he's lost a little bit of subbage from that. And he told people too. Also, he told them last night. So he told people first. Here's an issue first. Let me bring this up. He was telling people to fuck off his channel. And then he started bragging about it. He was like, oh, we're not losing members over this. We're gaining them. Okay, so some of your members had a problem. Now, you can handle this in different ways. You don't have to tell them to screw themselves, But, I mean, he was posting like, not only did we gain slightly more members on average this week, but it's up. So stop believing AstroTurf PR campaigns. It's op, bro. Yeah, it's an AstroTurf campaign.
That's part of the op, bro.
It's part of the op, bro. You just don't buy into it. It's part of the op, bro. But what really irritates me about shit like this is that he treats his members like pay pigs. He treats them like he deserves the money. And you don't deserve the money. See, for me, I say stupid shit all the time. I probably said a lot of stupid shit right now. But part of that is respecting the people that are here. You can disagree with me. You can whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I don't. I respect the idea that you come to this platform. You are the channel. And these people forget it. They think they're too big to fail. And you're never too big to fail. What's up, Fallen Hero? Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the membership. Welcome to Tugs Thugs, by the way, baby. Liz, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships too. Appreciate that. What's up, Savage Wolf? Got my nay, nay, nay t-shirt with the help of the mods took. That's awesome. They rock. Thanks for all you do. Oh, we need to told him to call me. A t-shirt told him to call me. I'm hitting a few super chats, so we're going to listen to this stuff here. Mazza thanks for the 10. Hey, Tug, I'm having a sad birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. I'm singing to you. Everybody tell Mazza happy birthday, by the way. I'm by myself? No, you're not. We're here with you. Haven't spoken to anyone? You're speaking to me now. Would love a happy birthday and your wonderful voice to cheer me up. And hopefully a funny stream. The stream will be fun, but I want you to have a great birthday. And back go to also thanks for 10 said, Mazza. Yeah, if I missed any super chats in there, I apologize. I'll come back and get them. Dante, thanks for 5. The fact that he called every detractor a bot is just so ironic. Adam said it best. His ego will be his downfall. Also, what's up, Tug? That's it. You know what keeps me from having an ego? I'm a talking fucking pickle. That's why my face isn't out there. This is what I keep telling people, you know? Humble, baby. Well, I'm not humble. I'm an asshole sometimes. But you remember, you don't matter in the scope of this thing. Fame is poison. Fame is not real. It doesn't exist. It is not real. The only fame is in your head. Yeah, you got 1 million people subscribe to a channel. Who gives a shit? It doesn't mean anything. You know how many million sub channels are laying by the wayside in the wreckage of internet lore? Plenty. I'm just happy to be here, baby. I may not be here tomorrow, but today, we're going to have some fun. That's what I look at it as. What's up, the squid? Thanks for doing. I'm your pay pig. Thank you, pay pig. Have some well-deserved money. LOL. In all seriousness, all this ish is getting funny. I didn't think Tim Pool could cause this, or Eliza could cause this much cope in Tim. Yeah, exactly. So it started off with Tim after the stream too. Let me show you his timeline, and then we'll get into his statements. Give me 1 minute. I got to pull it up real fast. He started out with the old, all of you want to have sex with me. It's so cringy. It's the basic push away. And he's mad. I mean, he is butthurt mad about Jeremy. Like, I mean, he's mad about it. I mean, he's mad about the Jack Murphy memes. He also, he talked about Jack Murphy last night too. On his super secret members only stream. He talked about Jack Murphy too. So the shit he wouldn't talk about for free. You got to pay. He wouldn't talk about it then either. He was like, it doesn't all matter. It mattered enough to charge people $10 a month for, though, didn't it? All right, so check this out here. So this was after his stream. He was like, stop being obsessed with me. Everyone's trying to date me. It's like, man, this is the most ridiculous gaslighting I've ever seen. It's so dumb. Hey, what's up, Mr. 5? Thanks for the 5. Give them memberships, by the way. Ooh, I got a light cigar tonight. It's going to be a good one. Viral shorts. Thanks for the 5. Hey, Tug, please note that it's not just about silencing content creators, but a woman destroying people's livelihoods. Indeed, it actually, the people that you see targeted, you've got to think, okay, if they are content creators, though, those are businesses that simply ask questions. Like Brittany Vinny was nice about it. Like me, I mean, I've seen some mean questions in my time. Tim was also like talking about the mean emails he gets. I was like, son of a bitch, you should see some of the emails I get. Some of the stuff you talk about there, he was like, we got threats because people were, I'm not advocating for people to do that, by the way. I'm just saying, he was like, we got threats because people were thinking we were going to write a puff piece. Well, you fucking wrote a puff piece, first of all. Those weren't real threats. They didn't materialize. But yeah, I get some really funny ones. I get some nasty ones too. I get the, let's just say they're not fit for this this platform. We've done a few dramatic readings, but yeah, some of them are pretty messed up. The really messed up ones talk about where you live and stuff. You know, I had a guy come to my my town. Did you know that? And people who haven't ever watched the show before, did you know that I had a guy talk to my mayor? That's right. Here he is.
You know what? I talked to your mayor.
That's right. Talk to my mayor, my DA, try to weaponize the police. I mean, it's part of this fucking weird thing we do. You know, it's part of the road. It's not fun sometimes, but it's weird. Devin, thanks for the 5. It's odd that Tim has 1 million subs. We can't get more than 50K views. Our viewer, it's interesting. He's built a very, like, he makes money, you know, by the way. He makes some real money. But, like, that's not my cup of tea either, just to say. I'm lighting a cigar. Give me one second. I'm having to use a match. Blah. I hate using matches. Give me one second. Sorry about that. It's so slow. I'm like, come on, start. Java creator, what's up, man? Here's some shekels to talk about Eliza Bleu. Make her famous. I know that's, oh, you're her PR. I knew it, Java. I knew you were freaking PR. I always knew it. But then he tries to play it off like he's griftable. You know, he's like, it's like people don't, he's ass mad. I mean, he really is mad. Oh, see, I thought it first. And he's like, oh no, I'm trending again. It's the worst thing that could happen to me. Literally the worst. You're talking about me. You know, again, he's acting like he wants this, and he doesn't. I thought he didn't want this, though. Like, again, mixed messages, baby. And the reason he ended up trending is because of his stupid little talk last night. Let's play some of that right now. Let's talk about the grift pool, baby. I want to give props to, I think this is from Crabman. I want to give props to Defango as well, just because. You know. Props to all you people. I will not think of everybody here. Grifty. I mean, just everybody that keeps me apprised of stuff too, because I have fun with this. I need this in my life. You know what I mean? I need this in my life. So thank you for keeping me on this. Dermy Wormy, thanks for the 5. Tim got me over 200 subs on my first 10K video. Hey, that's awesome, man. See, you know, my problem with Tim Pool is this. Actually, my problem started with this. During the beer bug, Tim Pool told average, ordinary people that if you didn't want the shot, that you couldn't just complain anonymously online. You had to stand up and you had to do it on your name, and you had to do this in real life. If you took it or you wouldn't drop anonymity, you were a fake. You were a fraud. Now, he's telling people to risk everything. Everything. I don't know your life situations. I can have my own opinion on that. But, you know, I know at the end of the day, Tim Pool wouldn't stand with you if anything happened to you. You have your own situation. You may have families to feed. I mean, shit, I don't know where. Like I said, it was so messed up. As you have a lot of power and a lot of influence with channels, period. But you taking away one person having that, and then they're like, okay, now what? Again, you're going to have them on, talk about what they gave up. I mean, they're just going to suffer in silence. Poor them, right? But hey, falling for the cause. Or thank you for the 20 there. Maybe if Tim finished high school, someone would have taught him bros before hoes. Seems like that's his biggest issue. Is that what that is? Stacy D, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships too. Thank you for that too, you know. And thank you for the 5 gifted memberships as well. Let's listen to this though. Thank you both though, for real. I'm excitable. So if I hit something quickly, that's not trying to skip over. Just, it's been a funny day. This is a very funny day. All right, here we go.
Lot of drama comments. Let's start reading them. Jimbo says, so many came here to spread hate, not realizing their views and commentary help boost the algorithm for old Timmy boy. You don't like it, watch something else. Otherwise, you're clowning yourselves.
Now, he liked that statement. He was really proud of that one. He's like, oh, yeah, thank you, baby. I love it.
Well, I appreciate the super chat and appreciate it. And then I put up a poll and I said, smash the like button if you don't trust Eliza Bleu.
Now this didn't. Okay, so I don't understand this one. Now you listen to this. He actually goes with the dislikes. Now listen to how many likes there are first.
And 89% said, I will like because I don't trust her.
89% went with the I will like because I don't trust her. So 89% went with that, right?
That means everybody who smashed the thumbs down trusts Eliza Bleu. All right. Well, that was an interesting, it's 13,000 votes. It's interesting to see that so many people came here to support her by giving us a thumbs down. Well,
What? What does that mean? Explain it to me. Oh my God. So, what does that mean? Is that about, I mean, really, does he think that's cool? That's a big brain move. He knows what he's doing here. He's like, oh, gotcha. So he wants to talk about this subject, right? He wants to. You know what I mean? He really brings it up, but he tries to play it off. Like, again, I'm not hurting inside. Jeremy didn't hurt me. That's why that song went out to him. You know, you just gotta, when I was playing my intro, you just gotta imagine this is that was Tim right there. He's like, baby, don't hurt me. I mean, he said, he was like, Jeremy's not my friend. He was going off, Jeremy's not my friend. Jeremy can be an asshole sometimes, man. You know, I disagree with him on shit, but you know what? If I need something, dude, like if I've needed something, he's helped me out. He's helped me out when I was a little big channel, little bitty one, you know, and I needed help then. And he did. He had nothing to gain from it. And yeah, he could be an asshole, right? But at the same time, man, he can mobilize 1 million people to freaking help you with something too if you need it. Well, Gabriel, thanks for the fofo9. Don't worry, Tug. If you ever get too big for your boots, like Tim, I'll be along with others to knock you back to being humble, pickled umbrella again. Yeah, for real. I mean, I'm serious. You know, if you're going to have 1 or 2 assholes that you're going to be like, screw you, dude. But when you're telling your whole audience, he told people in his private Cope stream, he said, if you're here and you care about Jack Murphy, you should just cancel your membership. You should just leave. He's saying that on a members only thing. I was like, that's unreal, man. So in one night, he told people, if you cared about the Jack Murphy, and he also kept playing off. So behind the scenes, he's playing off the Jack Murphy thing. He was like, oh, well, people are saying that Jack Murphy conned people out of money on this. Like he was here a bunch of times. He was only here 17 times, dude. 17 times. It was like, we had 400 shows. I was like, dude, 17 times? You realize how much money that son of a bitch grifted out of people during that? And not a good grift, not a fun grift. You know, like Nick Rekida's a fun grifter. You know, I like him. He's a good guy. You know, grift's a joke word with him. That guy was a fraud. Jack Murphy. He's a fucking fraud. And you had him on 17 times. And you were like, he insulted the people on your panel. And you were like, he doesn't matter. But he also was butthurt about it. He was like, Jeremy keeps putting Jack Murphy beards on me. I was like, if you don't care and it doesn't matter, and well, it's not a big deal, then why the fuck do you care if you put your Jack Murphy beards on you? Because you know that the Jack Murphy thing means something bad. Oh, I love this stuff, man. I love it. Anthony, thanks for the tube. So she paid. Tim show. Don't know her before. Yeah, no. You know, she wouldn't be known without a few factors. Eliza Bleu, really, when you get down to it, she wouldn't be known without Elon, of course. She wouldn't. And Elon won't say anything, of course. Twitter won't. They're backing her play. Twitter as a whole is backing her play. Tim, he introduced her to quite a few people. And again, I don't blame people for backing someone they didn't know about. I don't blame you there. But my God, when that person comes up and they're just a staggering, lying piece of garbage. He's playing the angle of she wants fame and she's an advocate. See, he won't even bring up the bannings and stuff. He won't even bring that up at all. He didn't bring it up behind the scenes. He lies about what this is. He lies. Oh my God. It's Eliza and Eliza. He's got Eliza on the brain, though. He even called, what's her name? Eliza, or whatever that Jack Murphy that was insulted. He accidentally called her Eliza. He's got so much Jack Murphy and Eliza on the brain. Hey, Cowboy Tom, thanks for 10. If Tim Pool believes that Eliza Bleu is using a reputation management firm and doing a two-front to make her famous, does that mean that's what he did during his Adam controversy, going by Tim's logic? Well, it's the strangest thing. Why would you think this would be a good op? She's bleeding subs. I mean, she's hemorrhaging them. Followers. I said subs, followers, Twitter. That is her clout. And she's hemorrhaging them. I mean, he's lying about thinking that, or I mean, it is the dumbest. Oh, I got the big brain. I mean, it's one or the other. That is the dumbest take I've ever heard, though. Oh yeah, I got the big brain here. It's just an op, bro. God, I mean, he really said that. What's up, Viral Shorts? Thanks for 5. The ultimate gaslighting is when he told Shane Cashman not to do the Eliza Bleu puff piece. Yeah. He also. Can you believe? So Shane Cashman did 80,000 words. 80,000 to 120,000 words. That's your good point for a novel. So he wrote a novel about her. Now his first part there said a whole lot of nothing. Oh my God, it was so messed up. Steven, thanks for the 2. Tim as Beanie Goblin for the new D&D character. Oh my God. It's funny. Just telling you. Anyway, let's continue. Sorry.
Can't say I'm surprised. A lot of people do support. Scroats McGoat says, last night as a member, if Tim doesn't disavow Eliza tonight, get the out, Scroats McGoat.
I hate how cringy he is when he wants to use propaganda. You Scroats McGoat. I don't disagree with what he's saying. I don't take ultimatums well. He knows what they're saying, though. He knows what they're saying. And him trying to be cringy. Get the fucking man. I swear to God. I hate plastic tough guys. Dude, I come from the South. I grew up scrawny and shit. I beat you with a chair. Like, that's the kind of person I am. Man, I've seen a lot of paper heroes in my life. And it's like, no, man. I hate it when people want to put on that, they slap on the beanie and then think they're an internet tough guy. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, it's so cringy, dude. Paper tigers, baby. Paper tigers. Mystified. Thanks for the 10. I've never seen someone so nasty to their members in all my life. He's so butthurt that Cassandra won't allow him to talk about Eliza Bleu in any way. He's seething. He's mad, man. He's really mad. And Gorgeous Man. Thanks for the 5. Yeah, that's the main reason Timmy Poo Poo is a gay guy speaking out against Beerbug. Lose your job, but he's afraid to talk about. Yeah, he's talking about the jabs or election crap. Yeah, well, he knows the game online. Yeah, that's exactly it. He won't risk his money, but he damn sure wants you to risk it. That's because, that's slacktivism, baby. That is slacktivism. That's what I keep saying about things. Most of us want change in the world, but normally, we're already fighting a system out here that has the attention span of a gnat. Most people, they had the TikTok mindset. Oh man, well, I tweeted about it once or I watched 1 or 2 videos. It's over, right? What's new? What's better? What's new? And I don't fault people for that, but we don't fucking change anything. And Tim here was ranting. He said that this doesn't matter because he's out there he's trying to change the world. He's changing the world, baby. You didn't know that? He's changing the world. I was like, are you kidding me, man? Thanks for the 10. Tim last night admitted twice that he won't address the drama because of senators and politics. He's a sellout. He won't call her out for the fear of the senators canceling future appearances. That's why, look, I stream by myself. I don't know people's shit. I have my friends. If my friends got in drama, you know what? I would still address it. Like if somebody came after Yellow Flash, for example, I'd be like, fuck that noise because he didn't do it. Why? Because I know Yellow Flash. Good people, but I don't know any allegiance to anyone. I hate all your politicians. I hate most stupid things. So who gives a shit? And I think fires, especially trash fires, are very cool online. Savage Wolf, thanks for the 5. Liz had made bare minimum the average word count for adult fiction novels between 70 and 120. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's the thing, though. Why write a novel about her? You saw the first part. There was nothing there. I told you, though, it would set off a bomb. It didn't matter what it said. It mattered that people wanted it addressed, and they would be pissed. It would either set off a bombshell because he'd call it out, or it set off a bomb because he didn't. But either way, it was going to go nuclear.
You can cancel right now and see you later. You will never wave money in my face and make me disavow anybody, especially someone I care so little about. Eliza Bleu.
I care so little about them, I will lose money. I will lose the monies because I don't care about them so bad. Don't you know, people? Don't you know? And Mark, thanks for the 5. Your miss was joking when she said you're 6'7", right? Yeah, I'm right on there, right on there. Although I'm probably shrinking in my old age. I don't stand up straight anymore. You know, some days I feel like I'm 6'5" these days. But yeah, I'm pretty tall. Yes, ask Ricardo. We've been to a convention together. You know.
She's been on the show 2 times. If you're going to cancel because I won't do what you say, you shouldn't have been here in the first place. Bye-bye. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. All right, what else do we got?
Like I said, I understand what he wants to say with that. But man, like, there are ways that you address issues. He won't address the person that scammed people, or 2 people that scammed on his show. But he'll tell the people that back his show, fuck you, see ya.
DJ Zeno says, unsubbed on members only after over a year. Here's $5 FU for, I'm pretty bummed. Thought you stood against censorship. Hope you change. See you later, buddy. Look, sad to see you go, but I will never cater to a mob. And
again, he pretends that this is a mob. It's a cancel mob. No, people got canceled because they were trying to talk about it. And slowly, little by little, this thing rolled downhill without the help of really, you had the heel. Well, first you had Bounding into Comics, Pop Topic. There's some place, I know I'm forgetting a couple. There's another place in there. Red State canceled their article. Then the Daily Beast, then the Hill. And like I said, I know there are a couple other, but the mainstream, you have dead silence coming from anything in the political sphere. And for him to tell you, I mean, he did. He told you, essentially it is about politicians. It's about politics. He is afraid of he's afraid of political upheaval. And you can't, if you can't address a topic because you're afraid that the politicians are going to turn on you, then you're just a fucking mouthpiece for the system. That's it, man. You aren't a cure. You're part of that disease. You aren't curing shit.
That's it. End of story. Eliza Bleu is not important. She's not important to me. She's not a member of Congress. She doesn't enact policy. She is a low-tier internet personality that for some reason people are desperately obsessed with, and I literally don't care. So have a nice day.
I got to say this. If someone got banned off Twitter or any platform for a reason other than violating the terms of service, that's a big deal and should be taken up and will be.
Then why don't you take it up, mofo? Why don't you say something about it, you bunch of cowards? Why don't you? Because you know that that's part of it. For them to bring this up right here, this is the only time they will say this and it gets shut down. They don't bring it up behind the scenes either because they're fucking cowards. I mean, at the end of the day, they know what this is about. They know why people are mad. They know, but they're playing. They're playing a game. It's such fucking cowards. I'm sorry. Am I supposed to put on my mask and pretend that I respect this, by the way? Am I supposed to? I know some people are like, oh, well, I like TimCast, but well, I don't know TimCast from anything. But I heard that message before, and I was like, fuck that message about lose your life on this. The altar of? No, dude. I mean, I don't have to pretend I respect that. Dreadnought, thanks for the 5. I caught yesterday's stream after the fact. That whole article was excellent fan fiction. Reminded me of Eliza's My Chemical Romance fan fiction. That was weird. Charlie, thanks for the 5. Glad YouTube put you in my feed. First time viewer here. I'd rather spend my TimCast money here. Lost my sub. Show's great so far. Well, I appreciate it. Hey, do you all want me to play the Here's a question. Y'all want to play some of the after this? You want me to play some of his super secret stream for you? You want me to? I don't care, man. He's gonna be like pounding on his chest. That mean old Tug, you know what he did? Yeah, fuck him.
If it happened with the Twitter administration or the administration of the social network, but the personal stuff it's innate. It's like, no offense, TMZ garbage. It's like National Enquirer. I mean, if you like it, oh God.
It's TMZ garbage. You know, they're not above covering drama, by the way. I love this idea that Tim Pool doesn't cover drama, because he does. He covers a lot of drama, in fact. He does it all the time. He covers it in and out of politics, too. Just this doesn't matter somehow. It's above the rabble. Oh, man. You know what? I, too, like to drink. I like to drink my beers with my pinky out, because I'm... Oh, man, what the fuck, dude? Isn't it Ginger Snaps? Thanks for the 5 gifted memberships. Appreciate that. Thank you sincerely. I appreciate it for sure. Ugh, what the heck? 2012, thanks for the 5. Tug. It might be tomorrow or later tonight, but I will be sending you a breakdown of the Shane article and why it's trash. Did you catch the AH parallels? Yes, indeed. I also, when I was covering the Amber Heard drama, that's why I like to call her Amber Heard 2.0, because she has a lot of parallels there. But when I was covering it, I also got called paid disinformation and paid PR. That was fascinating to me. I was like, 2 things in a row. For me, people are like, hey, Tug, why do you cover one thing? Because I understand the topics I talk about, because I don't fucking pretend to research. I do. Now, I'm not saying I'm the most researched on every topic, but when I see something, I have tunnel vision. I'm like, ooh, that's interesting to me. Now, I'll cover random things while I'm finding something that I like. But when I see it, ooh, I got to research it. I got to know. And these folks that hit things, like a person like Gilla Flash can do that very well. He covers what he likes. So he knows these topics, but these people, man, I mean, it's just, it becomes political shilling after a while, and it's embarrassing.
But there's a lot we can build.
Questioning you.
I don't care if people care about this stuff. They're allowed to. But like the idea that people are going to come here and threaten, like, I will cancel my membership because you're not talking about someone no one ever heard of. It's like, dude, I get that you know who she is. But you know what's funny about Jack Murphy and Eliza Bleu is that
here's
what happens.
He knows people have a problem with Jack Murphy too. He knows that.
Ask questions about these personalities. And I know most people listening are like, I have no idea who these people are. And that's exactly.
You introduced them to him. You had Jack Murphy on 17 times on your own show. 17 freaking times. So your own admission. That's his count. He told us behind the scenes. Crab Mash, thanks for the 5. I was about to ask you if you saw the after. Oh crap! I did indeed. If I miss a miss a member chat, by the way, that's because they only hang at the top, and I don't know how to pull them back up. I pull them all. Like I said, I hit every super chat. If I miss you, that is accidental, because people like Tim Pool act like it's a problem to have money thrown to you while you're doing something. Oh, what a terrible world, right? Oh, people gift you money. What a fucking terrible world. And he knows what people are saying. He's misrepresenting why people are angry. They're telling you, dude, they're not saying, do this or I'm going to cancel you. I'm going to walk away. They're like, dude, I'm tired of you fucking pulling this garbage where you pretend that you're a free speech advocate. You pretend all these things, but again, you're a paper tiger. What's up, Charles? Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the membership. Welcome to Thugs, by the way. For demo purposes only. What a name. Thanks for the 5. I wonder who Eliza Bleu. That's horrible, Tim or Shane. I think it's bigger up the ladder than any of that kind of stuff, for real. I think it's powerful, friends. She, in fact, the one thing that article told us that was actually worthwhile is it admitted how high up the ladder that she knew people at Twitter. She knew the what's his face, Dorsey. I keep calling him Jack Murphy, Jack Dorsey. I call him Jack Dorsey. Jack Murphy freaking like 15 times yesterday or the other day. It's so bad. Dreadnought, thanks for the 5. Tug plays the Clout Goblin card in the offended position, then plays the Beanie Goblin card in butthurt position. The combo is super effective. Indeed. You know, if you ever want to know how to defend yourself against stuff, like if you ever get backed into a corner just to say, play the Clout Goblin. That's all you got to do. You play the Clout Goblin. Tim should have learned that by now. Jeez.
We had about 40,000 peak concurrent viewers. We get, 300 to 500,000 video viewers plus 100,000 on the podcast, and then about 1 million across the clips. And the people who watch have no idea what the people in the chat are talking about when it comes to Eliza Bleu or Jack Murphy. In fact, John, do you know who Eliza Bleu is?
The only reason I knew is because I saw you guys talking about it one time.
So this is important too, because he's going to have a lot to say behind the scenes. He's going to take up for Eliza Bleu. And again, I don't know him from anyone, but he tells you that he doesn't know who they are. And yeah, he needs to sound off on the subject.
One time
I never learned about her organically. No.
So what I think is going on, to be completely honest, is that the people who are claiming they hate her are actually probably a paid reputational firm to promote her. So that's why I brought this up last week. There are companies you can hire that will spam the internet to generate buzz and attention for you. There's no such thing as bad press.
Yes, there is. There's no such thing as bad press. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? There's no such thing as bad press. When you're bleeding off money and stuff, at a certain level, there is. When people are like, you faked a survivor story, that's bad press. That is very bad press. Because he's still going, the reason he's going with this, he clarifies this. His take, the way he's trying to present it, and he knows this isn't true, by the way, but the way he's trying to present it is that she wanted fame and she tried to get it as an advocate, and that's why people are mad. That's what he's playing. That's the game he's playing. What's up, Ginger Snap? I don't remember if I caught that 5 gifted memberships, but thank you. Appreciate that for sure. It's just it's a nasty game with that. It just kills me anyway.
So when I see people like flooding our comments and saying things that aren't true, like I'm canceling my membership, I can see who's canceling the memberships.
Oh, you're saying it's not true, by the way. So any members that are canceling, you're all just a bunch of liars. You're a bunch of liars. You're not really canceling your memberships. You don't have the stones, baby. You don't have the stones. You lied. All you people that, if you said you were members, you weren't members. You were never members to begin with. That says plenty, doesn't it?
Like I own the website. And this past week, we have gained slightly more members than we normally gain. And it's probably because the guests we had on last week or whatever, and whatever. Jack Posobiec, maybe he's a great personality. And so we gain several hundred per week, and we gain a little bit more than that on average. With people coming in claiming that they're canceling their memberships, maybe they are, but we're gaining more than they're being canceled.
Yeah, so you don't matter because there's always a replacement. You effing pay pigs. What a way! I mean, again, how deep do you dig that hole? Well, it doesn't really matter. I mean, if you are canceling, it doesn't matter. We're picking up new people, so you didn't really matter. You at some time, sooner or later, you will top out. You will not gain new people. And when you hit that level, you'll regret these kind of things, because these are the moments. This is the fuckery that brings you down. This right here, because you're no longer ignoring an issue. You're attacking. Now, he says that these aren't his audience, by the way. This is Jeremy Hambley's audience. This is the Quartering's audience. He makes that clear behind the scenes too.
I think that many of these people, I think two things are happening. One, a lot of it's inorganic promotion of Eliza Bleu. A ton of content flooding the internet, bringing up a personality no one's ever heard of, makes her instantly famous to even the likes of, 9-time Grammy nominee John Rich, who's not heard of her.
He heard about it from you, you moron. I mean, just said that. He just said that. Oh my God. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the membership. Welcome to Tugs Thugs. Is it bad? I don't know who this guy is. Like 9-time Grammy winner. I don't care about fucking fame. Like it doesn't matter. You know, when I may know somebody, I may know somebody from a movie or whatever, but fucking fame is fleeting. If I liked his work, that's awesome. But I was like, okay, that's great. And again, that's nothing, no hate toward him, but it's like, okay.
That's the point. They want us to talk about her because they're being paid to generate controversy. They either want to, that's why it doesn't matter if we say anything good or bad.
Yeah.
If we say, look, we're doing the story, Shane Cashman's, nope, it's bad.
Oh, Suzanne said, thanks for the 5 months. She said, I absolutely did cancel membership and subscription to Timmy's Lunchbox. So
we say, okay, we're not going to talk. Oh, nope, now it's bad. I think it's a PR campaign in order. I think people are being paid to promote her.
Yeah. Keeps you in the cycle, basically.
That's right.
Everyone
She's never been more famous because of this.
Exactly.
And so
infamy is not fame, by the way. It can be. Like me, you know, some of the stuff I talk about, you know, if the mainstream goes after one of us, that's fucking infamy. That's positive, you know, because we're talking about something, and the people that I'm not talking to, those morons out there anyway. I don't give a fuck about them. You know, like ABC, NBC, all these moron twits. I don't care. I don't care about that. That's why I don't go on shows. You know, I don't care what side of that thing. I don't mess with that. You know, I mean, they wanted, you know, we were covering Depp. That wasn't about me. The topic is about what the topic is. You know, and they don't want to interview a talking pickle, which I would think that is funny, but you know, most of them are like, you know. I had a person, male. I can't remember. I need to look at the outlet, but they had that mail, and they said they asked for an interview, and they also asked if I had a more appropriate avatar. Apparently, it's not appropriate to be a giant tugging pickle. Maybe they heard about Tug's tits and Tug's pickle, you know, trending. Oh, it made me laugh. Savage Wolf, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships. Yeah, you got a more appropriate avatar that we can interview? No. No, I don't. I can make an inappropriate one, a really inappropriate one. Is they like, what's that on that pickle? Never mind, I'm not going there. But yeah, make it really inappropriate one. No, thanks for the 2 there. No statement, but plenty of statement back, and thank you. And Steven, thanks for the 5. She uses kangaroo punch twerk, hidden skill. He uses beanie blindness attack. It requires 4 black men at the top. In turn, that's hilarious.
Oh, I'll be completely honest with the Shane Cashman story. I told Shane Cashman I didn't want him to do the story because he went from profiling Ye to Carrie Lake and now to a low mid-tier internet personality over you know, that I just think their views and commentary help.
Let me go back here. The wrong way there.
It's a PR campaign. That's right. She's never been Cashman. I did internet personality over you know, that I just think
I was like, oops. But it's ego. It's ego. Look at all these important people. And then the subject, it's beneath me. It's beneath me. It wasn't beneath you when you had her on her show twice, but hey, you know, it's beneath you to do a piece on that. Okay, I got you. Hey, what's up, Michelle? Thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you for that sincerely. I love the gifted memberships. I love that people get to be members.
think the next he was supposed to be interviewing Andrew Tate. We reached out to Tate. As Shane mentioned, this may kill the story, and Tate said yes. And so we were like, this is great. Shane writes tremendous work. I said I don't think he should do it because clearly they're trying to promote Eliza Bleu. That's what this whole thing is about. She's never been more famous.
Never.
And I think it's beneath him. But he said, look, man, I really want to dig in and do the story. It's 80,000 words, is massive. And I'm like, look, man, you do your thing. I'm not going to tell you what you can or can't write. I trust you. At TimCast, we don't tell people they have to say something. They can't say things. Someone wants to post offensive memes on social media. I'm not going to fire him over it. Shane comes to me and says, "Is this story I got to tell?" I say, "You do your thing." But I'm telling everybody who's who's listening and doesn't know who this is, I will just explain. Right now, there's a massive campaign from high-profile personalities to promote and make Eliza Bleu famous.
That's fucking ridiculous. He knows it's the opposite. I believe that Tim Pool knows that it's the other way. There are massive names like Musk and Twitter. I think he's afraid to go against the power. I think that's what it is. So he talks about it. It's a PR campaign. Nah, baby. It's the opposite, and you know it. Viral Shorts, thanks for 10. I ask myself this question: what am I paying for when I sign up for Tim's membership? Is no different than an OnlyFans chick who grifts off people and gets nothing in return. I just, I'm annoyed by, again, I get annoyed with this shit. I also get annoyed with the idea that if you talk about these problems, oh, you're a T channel now, Tug. I'm not a fucking T channel. I'm talking about an issue and somebody spits in my fucking face while I'm doing it. Yeah. You know, I elbow drop this fool into the sun. Bam! You know,
She has stated she wants to be famous, even to Shane Cashman. And so they're coming and spamming us with comments to force us to talk about her like we are right now to make her more famous.
Yep.
It's working.
So none of you are real. Any of you that super chatted and stuff, that's not real. I mean, again, the ego to that kind of stuff. The ego.
And I was like, let's not go anywhere near this because someone's getting paid. It's a PR stunt and it's working.
Yeah.
There you go, guys. I've addressed it. Have a nice day. And then all of these other people who I know, like who have been members of this channel are saying like, why won't you get on board? Bro, you are walking right into a PR game. I talked about how they do this. They're called reputation management firms. You go to them and
if you got a reputation management firm, wouldn't the reputation management be a positive thing? I mean, really, you know, again, oh, you're a fake survivor. Oh, Elon Musk and Twitter, they burned down free speech for you. Don't you think? Oh, they took down 24 freaking, again, who exactly is this supposed to benefit? Because again, we know what side of the spectrum that she wants to attach to. She can't, she's not trying to attach to left. She's trying to attach to a conservative outlet. Now, most people there, they talk about free speech. That's a huge component of it. So this would be really off message for that, right? I'm not saying that that's an issue that's just stuck to one side either. You know, there are people all over the spectrum that want free speech, but this is a talking point to the people that she's supposedly getting reputational management for. How the fuck does that work? I don't even understand the idea to this. This is you have big brain and you have like silly putty. I mean, this is playing in fucking silly putty here. What is this? Gosh.
you say, how much money to make me a star? And they'll say, we're going to do a two-front thing. We're going to say you're fighting a good fight, but you got controversy. That way we get you on both fronts. People will defend you. People will oppose you. And this will result in high-profile outlets. The Daily Beast will write about you.
Yeah, the Daily Beast. You read that outlet, didn't you? You read what was there. Have you seen any positive profile on her, by the way? Have you seen any place doing a positive profile? The Daily Beast said even her friends are denouncing her because she's a fake survivor. That with advocacy, being an advocate, that does not work. The Hill, they came out. You have the other side, like you haven't had any major outlets speak, which is also telling, but you also have places like Bounding into Comics. You know, I mean, they definitely, they're not afraid to take on topics too. I give them props for that.
You're going to get a bunch of, grifter channels are going to start talking about you, drama channels,
Grifter
big
channel.
YouTubers. We will make you famous and it'll cost you $100,000. And there you go. Congratulations, everybody. You did exactly what the money paid for. And here we are addressing it just for you.
All right. So behind the scenes, though, he was also having a little shit fit of his own, and he let it all out the bag. Now, they do a little song and dance before it. Let's see. Give me a second here. I'm not his subscriber thing, so this was uploaded by someone else. I'm not going to put channel to it. I just managed to sync up a few things like sound. Give me 1 minute. So behind the scenes, they get the song guy again. I forgot his fucking name again. They get him involved. They get him to sing a little song. Listen to this wonderful stuff.
I'm offended.
Yeah.
We're recording.
I think
Am I singing it now? No.
We're on. We're good.
Damn, that sounds good. Sounds good.
Eliza Bleu. You're gonna get famous, and you will too. Eliza Bleu. Oh, Eliza Bleu. For $50,000, she'll make a fool of you. Eliza Bleu.
Liza Blue, Liza Blue, Liza Blue. TimCast gonna burn down his channel because he's a simp to Liza Blue. Wait, that's not the verse. My bad, folks. Man. It takes for the 5. I heard Eliza has ties to the FBI. They protect her. I heard that, actually. I don't know where that came from. I need to see some more on that, though. On Twitter, Ella Irwin protects her. So serious thought is she could be an FBI asset. That's possible. That is actually possible. I'd love to see more on that, though. Liza Blue, Liza Blue, Liza Blue. The quartering put on. He put on that freaking Jack Murphy beard, and I'm gonna cry a river for you, Liza Blue. I swear. Good times. Good times. I like that beat, though. He's got it going for me. Oh, my God. I love it. The squid takes a 10. All right. So either Tim really is this disconnected from everything that he really doesn't have any idea what's going on, or he's being intentionally obtuse about it. I'm going with the latter. He's doing this on purpose. You can tell. JJ, thanks for the 10. Does Tim does not know his channel is the launching spot to become famous, get your ideas out. So why not say my bad? Why not just look at the situation and be honest about it? Again, they pull him into this. So they get him involved, and he starts taking up for her. Again, though he told you at the beginning he doesn't know anything about this stuff. And if you're like, Tug, on with it, by the way, I'm going to put this in a video. All right. It'll be tomorrow, so you'll be good to go. Without commentary, it's meaningless to me.
Eliza Blue. Tony, you should write shit, dude. Turn lemons into lemonade and make a song about Eliza Blue. Put it out for charity.
Put it out for charity. Tim Pool can get his grift on too. Yeah, that's you go. Jonesy, thanks for the 5.
We should.
He's literally saying his subs are idiots who don't understand anything. Surprised he hasn't lost more. Never liked him. Much love, Tug. You rock.
You should.
I'm gonna title this John Rich sings a song about Eliza Blue being a grifter, and then all those people canceled like, well, I gotta pay money to see what he's doing.
So this is why you had to research, so you could come up with your lyrics.
Yeah. I got nothing against Eliza Blue.
Yeah, I like her.
Yeah, I like her. You caught that right there, right? Temple, yeah, I like her. You heard that, right? That is him, right?
Yeah. I got nothing against Eliza Blue.
Yeah, I like her.
You hear it? You got that, right? Yeah, I like her. So he made it very clear. He just won't say, well, why not just say that then? Oh, I really like her. It's all good. Wendy Blake, thanks for 10. Just because you made me laugh. Good times. Thank you. 2012, thanks for the 5. I'm not saying to make a shirt with Tim that says he lies to you, but Eliza has a face that can launch a million simps. Oh, that's hilarious.
I honestly just look, man, we booked her on the show twice, and people are like, why would you book a grifter? I'm like, we had the Krasensteins on this show, dude. Come on.
Anytime you have a politician on the show, you damn near booking a grifter.
That's right.
Yeah, wasn't it Hotep Jesus who like runs the grifties? He was like, you are the king of promoting grifting. Like,
yeah, right.
People come out here like to grift off of you. You are like the patron saint of grifting.
Hotep Jesus is
so
hilarious.
funny.
Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, even on that show, we talked about Eliza, and you mentioned she's going to win the grift, and we all laughed.
And Alex Stein beat her.
Oh, he did.
He is the grifter.
Can't beat it. That's right.
So again, they're playing this off, though. Again, she's a grifter, meaning that she wants fame. That's what they're playing with, not that she's this thing. He avoids the topic the entire time. Savage Wolf, thanks for 2. Doug sings the blues, BLEUS t-shirt, please. Oh no.
Right,
Alex
you
Stein.
can't be Alex Stein.
Is he grifter?
Yeah.
Yeah, he very
McGriff.
proudly declared his victory and said, "I'm coming again for the title next year." So.
Hey.
But he's more so just a cultural comedian.
He's
I
funny.
don't think he's a grifter. I think he's legitimately bringing up interesting points and being funny about it.
But I think being called a grifter just feeds the character he's made for himself, right?
Yeah.
Like,
You know, his mother died during COVID.
They'll get back to
Oh,
it.
wow.
And the
Yeah.
lockdowns and all
It
that,
is-
and that tore him up bad. He saw that and realized what had been placed on the country and how they dealt with all that, and that's when he came out and said, "You know what? I'm going to start swinging at him," but did it with comedy.
I think
I think there's more to the guy than just being crazy
He's
on a mic.
brilliant.
I think
like him.
you know, just to lightly mention the Eliza Bleu stuff. I think she's a grifter. Like, she says she wants to be famous. She clearly wants to be famous.
Mhm.
And she's found that being an advocate against trafficking is a path towards being famous. So I'm kind of like, well, man, she's not that famous. I don't really care that much. She's not going to change policy. She's not going to have a big impact. There's no reason to give people like this attention. But if she's
Now, you notice the but. So he's telling you, you know, he gave her attention twice, though, of course. So it goes against his own thing. But he's telling her, basically, she doesn't build my platform enough. That's the thing. As Stephen thinks to do. I like her. She rubbed my head once. Is that what it is? Because thanks for the 5. Last night, he lost 10K subs. That's about 1/3 of his live audience from last night. That's crazy. That's crazy. I heard he lost it on 2 channels, too.
she's advocating against child porn and human trafficking, it's like, okay, well, you know, whatever.
Maybe she should get famous if she's pushing for that.
See, okay, again, he's misled his person that's on here. Now we have somebody sounding off that knows nothing about the subject, admittedly, only from Tim Pool. He's going in, he's part of the attack on the members of the channel. Like, this has been an attack on the fucking people who back the channel. He's taken his guest, got them involved in it by misleading them about something. Again, with the narrative that this is all about fame through advocacy, which is a total and complete fucking lie.
I mean, you don't have to like her, but
I mean, you know,
the
message
think-
is strong.
I think you can't get, I mean, you can be mad at whatever you want, but like being mad at her for wanting to be famous, like being mad at all the teenage girls who want to grow up and be influencers, right? Like the desire for fame and having an individual platform is very common. And I think before that, being famous in a, you know, on stage or performing or touring, whatever, was also common, but now you can be famous from your living room, having never left your house, you know?
The reason why I think it's
right.
I'll tell you this. I know it's an op. There may be a lot of people who are tricked by it and that they think it's a genuine cultural movement.
So big brained, huh? It's a cultural movement. It's not a fucking cultural movement. I mean, oh God. A cultural movement. It's a bunch of pissed off people, is what it is. It's a bunch of pissed off people that, like for me, you know why I'm pissed off about it? Because I saw my fucking friends get hit with it. They were right off the bat, too. I'm not saying I would have ignored it anyway, but it pissed me off. Like, I'm the kind of, he tells you he wasn't friends with Jeremy because of what Jeremy did, but he pretended to be friends with Jeremy. Jeremy got hit. I'm a ride or die mofo. You know, you fucking, if you're down with me, now I'm not saying like I'm down with everybody and their mom out there. Man, if you're one of my friends, I will fucking go to war for you. I will. That's what these platforms work for. We go to fucking war. We have a loud reach. We can be very loud. And fucking cowards out there that pretend, you know, oh, well, I'm funny on the internet. Yeah, but you don't do anything. You mean nothing. You're a fucking talking head. You're a puppet, dude. Let someone else pull your strings in politics. Awesome. That's great. That's just fucking great.
But like, there's literally no reason to be this angry over a low tier personality who's just trying to be famous.
That's what threw me at first. I was like, people were bringing up all this.
Do you folks like this? Do you like a bunch of people just yes menning the fuck out of things? Do you enjoy that? Like anytime they stand up and they say something different, it looks like they get put in their place. Like it's like, no, it's just an op, bro, which we'll see in just a minute. I mean, do you enjoy yes menning for life? Because it's fucking ridiculous to me.
stuff about her. I'm like, you've researched this girl this much from like her MySpace days?
It's like more than Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
People got mad at Trump, but like the levels of hate and I'm like,
yeah,
this is it's an op. The goal is to get people get a mob riled up, talk about it, make her famous.
Mm-hmm. I take a little different approach. I think what Jeremy is basically the ringleader of the drama because he got banned on Twitter and feels like it was unjust.
That's part of the op, bro.
I love that clip. I love it. I love it. I got to play it a couple times. Yeah, you have to humor me here. I'm sorry, but oh my God, that is the best thing ever.
That's part of the op, bro. That's part of the op, bro. That's part of the op, bro. That's part of the op, bro.
Oh my God, that's so good. Julia, thanks for the 10 tug. Follow Blue on Twitter when she appeared in my feed. She fought for kids and Assange. Sure. Second, she censored people, went on Twitter just to unfollow and publicly disavow her. Yeah. Well, when she was interesting. Yes, somebody was trying to build her up. His name was Elon Musk. We know who built her up. If we follow the road signs from where she got big, it was from Elon. Like he's the one who pumped her up. Like, you know, she went out, she played the advocacy card. Twitter needed somebody as a face for advocacy because they were getting destroyed over the fact that they weren't protecting kids. And they were like, yo, we beat this subject. And then, you know, they had Twitter spaces together and stuff. And she got 40-something thousand subs off of 1 month, 100,000 off the next. I mean, that's how she built up. That was power. But now there's power protecting her too. And it looks like it goes beyond Twitter. Twitter would not stop the media from talking about these folks. And it's enough of an embarrassment for Elon. I personally think liberal media won't talk about her because of the listen and believe aspect. And I don't think the other side will because there's some component that we're not seeing. There's power behind it. And I think it's more than Elon. Julian thinks within a year ago, had no clue. Depp was canceled. Then got glued to the trial. Some of us cheered him on, feeling his fight was for all silence and scarred by our abusers. Indeed. You know, well, the reason I got involved in that is because I don't like false accusations. I think that they detract from the real conversations that you have. And unfortunately, they do damage. And everybody, I think, should understand that. Anyway, let me get back to this.
Right. He's being manipulated in a sense. He also has said on his Twitter openly, like, don't rag on Tim. Like, Tim's my friend. Like, you guys are crazy.
He'll say that. I don't follow him at all. He keeps coming up in my.
He's not my friend.
Boomer. I can't figure out. And then he'll be like, "Well, Tim didn't do this thing I wanted." Like it's just like I don't want to interact with this person.
And here's what he did. And this is why all of his fans are mad. We booked him twice. He canceled on us twice. The second time he canceled on us at the exact last minute, and we didn't know, and we had to find someone else. Fortunately, we had Matt Strickland on, and he was great. And then that night he was supposed to be on, he went on a different show and criticized me for not talking about it.
Wow, dude.
And then I'll let everybody who's a member know why I blocked him.
Okay, now he's going to say that he threatened him. Now I've got to show you something real fast because it works in unless Jeremy removed it. Jeremy put up a message between him and TimCast last night. Showed you the tweet between the two. Now, that's actually important because he's going to bring that up and he's going to say that message between the two was a threat. I mean, that's how he puts it together. Give me 1 second here. Trying to say, good God, Jeremy, did you take that down? He'll tell you it, but you could see it. I'm sure somebody archived it yesterday. I just wanted to show it to you. I couldn't, but he'll tell you what it said. All right. And it's ridiculous. It's not a threat. In fact, it's trying to stop drama. It's actually the opposite. It's trying to save him face and save him some channel.
Because he sent me a message at 2 a.m, which came off as a veiled threat. I will try and quote it verbatim what he said. I know our audiences want a war, but I don't. please tell me your guy is taking her to task.
Wow.
And I just said, I'm done with this.
So he's telling you to do what he
There. He says that's a threat. Our audiences want a war. I don't want that. Tell me your guy's taking a task. And those were two different statements, by the way. They were two portions, but he's saying that that's a threat. Does that sound like a threat to you? Does it? Does it sound like a threat or an ultimatum in any way, shape, or form? I saw the tweet itself. He posted it last night. He said, this is why when he blocked me. I mean, how the fuck's that a threat? The squid thinks with vibe, so confession through projection. Tim can't seriously believe people are being angry, that Eliza has enough power to disable Twitter accounts is a knob. Indeed, how would that even work? Julie, thanks for the 20. Notice how these crooks and cowards keep trying to quickly shovel aside these viral stories. With all my heart, thank you for fearlessly fighting and tirelessly working to shed light and provide facts to us. Never stop. Godspeed. I like this stuff. Like, you know what else? This makes more than my day job, but a lot of people don't realize this. You know, I have a day job. That's why we have streams normally right here. I took a couple of days off from burnout. That's why we had some day streams. But typically, I have a stream at this time at night because I work in the day. You know, now this does better than my day job, but I work in mental health. That's why some of these subjects bother me, because I see fake fucking people harm people that truly need advocacy or mental health. Show, what's up? Thanks for the 5. Truth be told, I do think she did a law tier. Nobody I know has ever heard of her, but I think this story still matters. Censorship upsets me. Yeah, I mean that's the kicker. The censorship should matter, no matter what people think about op or anything else. Even if you did, okay. Again, like the other person said, since when does a PR op have the power to influence Twitter into banning people, banning links, and more?
He wants, basically.
Well,
just telling you to kowtow.
The context there is beyond what he said. My understanding, and I don't know if Shane probably doesn't want me to say this, but messages had been received basically threatening us that if we did not write a negative story about her, we would regret it.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple hours later, Jeremy sends me that message, and I just said, I'm not playing these fucking games, dude.
Yeah.
And
so they got a couple of messages. Shane Cashman, I guess, got a couple of messages. He says they're threats. Okay. We'll take that at face value. All right. We'll just take it like that is. Some random messages come in saying, do this story this way or else. And then Jeremy messages what he just said. And that's somehow to blame. What kind of mental gymnastics do you have to do to make those two things connect? But then again, you know, he's blamed this on the Quarterings audience. Like, this is the Quarterings audience doing it. The professional Zilch, thanks for the 10. Can't wait for the rise and fall of TimCast documentary. You know, everyone online falls. There are very few people that matter. We like some people, like for me, you know, some people even consider, like when I was covering Depp, okay, during the trial, I'm going to get 20, 30,000 live viewers. I get 1 to 3 now, and I'm happy with it. I like it the way it is. But Tim, man, he couldn't deal with that. He, you know, I mean, it's the internet. It works at hyper dog years. You know, you age out really quickly. You have some people like PewDiePie that have been around forever, but it's scary, man. You come on here with a message, you say it to 3 people or you say it to 3,000. It doesn't matter.
And I just blocked him.
Hell yeah.
And people are like, but why did Tim block him? Well, I don't know. Maybe it was because he made YouTube thumbnails of my face with Jack Murphy's beard.
There it is right there. He just told you why he's mad. You caught that? It's because he made memes of him. He laughed at him.
Mm-hmm.
Shit talked me while saying, but Tim's my friend. But, you know, he really is not going to address this. Maybe it's because he told us he would come on this show and we planned for it. And then he canceled on us. And I said, okay, well, these things happen. That night, while we were live, he went on a different show and said, Tim Pool I'll give him one more day to talk about this.
But he was scared of traveling.
See, and they make fun of him too. You notice how these people, like I said, his yes men just jump right on board with it. Oh, but I thought he was tough. I thought he was scared of traveling. You know, again, so butthurt, man. It's it tells so much about it. That's the real reason.
Yeah. So it's like, don't cancel on me and then get mad at me that I didn't.
What did Jag Murphy do, you ask? Oh my God. You need to look up Jag Murphy. Like just for real. Look up. I'm not trying to pass that buck or anything. It's crazy. Jag Murphy sold a lie. He sold a lie, and he turned on everyone. I mean, it was over the most ridiculous stuff too, but it was a mess. It was a very big mess.
Didn't talk about it the night you were supposed to be here to talk about it. And then don't message me saying, look, he said, these people got to understand. I know our audiences want a war, but I don't. Please tell me your guy is taking her to task. It's about as close to verbatim as I can get. My audience wants a war. My audience doesn't care about this e-girl stuff. No, it's Jeremy who won't stop saying my name.
See, okay, so it's Jeremy's audience. Again, he doesn't believe that you have crossover. He doesn't care. His audience cares about this either. It's just these other people out there. They're the rebel rousers, baby. That's not his audience. His audience doesn't care about that. You had her in front of your audience. You put her there, dude. Oh my God. You have to be kidding me. Viral Shorts. Thanks for doing it. Is possible a PR firm paid Eliza Bleu to be booked on Tim's show to denounce Andrew Tate? Because remember, I believe she would not go on his show for free. Yeah, I believe. Well, she was working with a lawyer group and other things. So she had a group behind her for sure with all of that, for sure. And she had PR trying to uplift her and make her somebody there. This other stuff, though, and he put her on there then. This other stuff is the opposite of that. So if there was any PR push, yeah, he had her on when the PR push was happening, not now. And that, Strong things with the Tim Pool has been behaving rather hostily towards Jeremy ever since the quartering channel outgrew his. The quartering can be an ass. I like Jeremy, man, but we've argued about some stuff in some rather drunken stupid a couple of times. He actually came on Flashcast, and there were a few people on there. Now I wasn't on that day, but they had a very lively argument. But you know what? That's fine. At the end of the day, you don't have to have fucking a cope stream behind the scenes locked off from the rest of the fucking internet. I mean, he locked this behind a wall, and he's saying, I don't care to talk about this stuff. By the way, I'm going to talk about it. I just won't say any of this stuff publicly. Oh, you're going to fucking say it publicly, Tim. You're going to say it fucking publicly. You will. You will. I'm going to blast it to the moon, blast it to the moon, blast it to the moon. I will, for real. Julie thinks of the 5. Guess mental gymnastics are much easier to do when your butt hurt as Tim. Who knew? I guess so. I swear. Squid thinks of the 10. If anyone wants to learn who Jack Murphy is, just look up a certain Nick Rekieta stream from a year ago called Duck College, but the duck is actually a C. Yes, if you want to watch a funny stream, that's a good one. If you want to know all about Jack Murphy, I'll tell you, I warn you right now, though, it's some spicy nuggets. I mean, it's like, oh God, that's not PG rated or PG-13. That's some, yeah.
And using my name to make videos and to get attention. He does this thing where, like, if something minor happens to me, he'll make a headline like that's outrageously nonsensical. Like, I'll do a kickflip and he'll write, Tim Pool does the craziest record-breaking trick ever done. It's things like that. And I'm just like,
I don't think you ever talked about your kickflips, buddy. His kickflips. He's got that skate park at his house on the brain, man. Brought to you by members. I tell you, bass player thinks I don't like Tim. I like quartering even less. Both are shadows of the former self. I can't keep up with people who kick out as many. I mean, quartering does 1 million videos, and props to him, man. He's maximum grift out there. And like I said, grift is not a negative word. When I use it like with Nick Drunkada, or anyone like that, get your grift on, but It's these people that destroy other human beings when they're in it. What's up, River Run Deep? Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you.
I'm done playing these games, dude.
There's one way to end it once and for all. It's real simple. Cage match.
Yeah, I was gonna say have a duel.
Creator Clash
Cage
2
match.
is coming up. It's you and Jeremy Handley, dude.
Does this happen in the whiskey business?
Would you box him?
Absolutely. Yeah, we don't fight on Twitter direct messages. We meet in the parking lot and handle this like your boys.
Could you imagine Beanie trying to get out there and throw down with somebody? I mean, for real. Like, I ain't no cage match. I got my dad bod on and stuff, but I sure as shit, I'll take any taker. You know, you won't like it. Like I've always said, I think the proper way I can announce this on the internet is say my doorbell reloads. You know, you come to my door, it does definitely reload. But yeah, I'm an all takers kind of person. You know, it's just so ridiculous. Could you imagine him? Oh, Lord. James, thanks for the vibe. Timmy ignoring the fact that Jeremy went on another show remotely. Tim doesn't allow remote guests. Yeah, I mean, that's it. The biggest ignore in that is he was booked a month in advance. So it wasn't a booking for this stuff. It doesn't stop him from addressing this. He pretends that Jeremy not being there somehow stopped him from addressing this subject. And that's ridiculous. Beautifully. Thanks for the 2. Been here. Dep, staying. You're a goat. Thank you. Thank you.
Good old boys. Yeah.
Well, I got to be honest. I told everybody, I was like, I blocked them because I don't want to be involved. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm done doing this. And, I couldn't help it. Here I am.
I don't want to associate Jeremy with Eliza or Jack Murphy or you. Like, you guys are all so different.
Why was Jeremy so obsessed with Jack Murphy?
Because he's a fraud. That's why. He's a fraud. I'm talking about Jack Murphy. He's a fucking fraud. That's why. So many people talked about Jack Murphy. He's become the internet meme for, a fraud. A cuck. You look it up. You'll understand why if you don't get it. But he knows why.
I don't know. I think he felt personally wronged because he probably believed Jack was like the alpha male, and then Jack, the way he handled the exposure of the past porn stuff was like felt like a less than alpha response. And Jeremy's like, I had faith in this guy, and this guy even got.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous. Yeah. Jeremy was like, yo, I buy into the manosphere, dude. I'll tell you this. I'm going to say, like, I can't say every one of them are frauds, but so many of the quote unquote manosphere are fucking frauds. You want to learn how to be a man. They're not going to teach you how to be a man. Most of them will teach you how to basically use and manipulate other people. They don't teach you about self-respect. They don't teach you any of that shit. They teach you about respecting other people. They don't teach you, the thing you need to learn is confidence mostly in life. You learn to be confident in yourself. You learn to just shrug everything off, move forward. That's what they should teach, but they don't, because they're not therapists. They're users. They're users, and they teach other people how to use. There's nothing in that. American Woman, thanks for the 2 months. What's funny is how Jeremy grifts coffee brand coffee off Tim's videos. Indeed. I think that's always funny.
I don't know.
Threw them past me.
I'll just tell you, like,
I don't know.
The amount of hatred and attacks that came against Jack Murphy were at a higher degree than anyone ever went after Trump. And so that
Trump twice. You notice everybody goes back to Trump. Eliza, poor Eliza, more than Trump. Oh, Jack Murphy, more than Trump. It's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, dude?
Me was just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, Jack Murphy, like, was just some dude who was on the show. Out of
only Fridays?
No, it was every other Wednesday for 7 months.
It was not a lot. Yeah,
he was on the show 17 times, I believe.
17 times. That's not much. That's not much, man. That didn't grift money out of people or anything. That's not much. That's not exposure. 17 times. He's saying Friday shows, right? Okay, so that'd be 17 weeks if we're going with a Friday show. I mean, we're talking 4 months plus of exposure. That's not much. Or girl, I would pay to see you fight, reload and reload. Indeed. Just 17 times.
And then Jeremy goes on a show when he was supposed to be on our show to smack talk us. and then claims he's my friend. Then he makes a video with my face with Jack Murphy's beard and continually talks smack and then says he's my friend. And people are like, Tim, why aren't you friends with Jeremy? This guy's not my friend.
Did you see
this guy's been shitting all over me nonstop and I ignore it.
The picture of Jack Murphy's beard as your hat. Did you see
Yeah,
that one?
yeah, whatever.
He hated that. You can, whatever. He hated the beard hat. Oh, it's priceless. I got to clip that too. I got to clip that one. That belongs in my intro too. Did you see that? That belongs in my intro. Oh, you got to admit that's a good one. Wolf Kinder thinks it too. Alpha Men, no. Little junior high girl whining sadness. It's what it is, man. It's ridiculous. Ted thanks for the vibe. Tim had this big piece coming out of Eliza. Then it blew up. He's pissed at this big piece. Wonder how much he paid Eliza for the inside scoop. She says she didn't get paid. I'm gonna play just a little more. I'll put almost all of that, but there's a lot about Jack Murphy in here, which he's never addressed either. You know, like I said, I'm gonna cut some of this. I'll cut out the song in the beginning because I feel like there are a few things I would want to address with their guests, but I think their guest was misled. Again, it's a weird predicament to be put in, to be brought onto a show and not know what's talked about. I mean, they got him to do a song and shit. You know, I mean, like I said, I don't have anything against the guest. It's not the guest's fault there, although the guest should do some research for sure. I mean, you don't just buy into people just explaining it. Again, that's why I like to do in-depth discussions about this, not like just a one-off video on a subject mostly. I like to interconnect what I'm talking about because that makes it where you can understand. And again, you don't have to agree with what I'm saying, but you at least understand what the fuck we're talking about.
Anyway, you're going to play a song called I'm Offended.
There's so many song ideas flying around right now in this whole conversation. That's why I'm not saying anything. It's just, I'm just going, wow, there's like title after title. Mm-hmm. Jack Murphy, Eliza Bleu. This is an epic song waiting to be written. Maybe you should just write the song, record it, and that's your final thought.
You know what I'll do? I'll just play.
Yeah, I could create a song to that same beat, you know. Eliza Bleu, Eliza Bleu, Eliza Bleu, Eliza Bleu. Yeah. I put a Jack Murphy beard on TimCast. I'll never get on TimCast too. Eliza Bleu. I mean, what's up? Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. Julia, thanks for the Ted Tug. Lawyer group for Eliza was with Virginia G. A Jeff. An Epstein survivor. She's real interesting one to look into. Strong, gifty vibes for her. We'll send you info. Send them over to me. Someone in power is definitely behind her. I'm in for sure.
Play like A, C, D, F, A minor, C, D, F, and I'll just talk.
Spoken word.
Jeremy Hambley made a video where he was shit-talking me and he claimed he was my friend.
Bow, 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 bow.
Then he told everyone, don't go to Tim's website and cancel your membership. I still think he's my friend. Here's a picture of him with Jack Murphy's beard. Like, oh, okay, dude, real good friend move there.
Yeah, I didn't know that he had like been on another program while he was saying he was supposed to be.
Okay, so I want to catch this one last part here because he's going to throw two people under the bus. And notice he says, "I don't really know if that was the show he was
on our program."
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the day he was supposed to be here, he did a show with like. I think Chrissy Mayer and like Brittany Venti.
So he threw them into there without really knowing who it was. I'm not really sure that's who he was on with. But yeah, you know, those are the names I'm going to throw in. I thought that was messed up too, you know? Yeah. Someone just super chatted TimCast IRL that you're playing copyrighted material. And if it's an issue, tattletale. Fucker strikes me, he's going to make my channel bigger. So, I mean, he fucking strikes me. Holy shit. I mean, that's what kind of fucking ridiculous shit this is. And it won't go back in the bottle. That's the thing. This stuff will not go back into the bottle. At the end of the day, it won't. I'm not the one who uploaded this either. This is actually already out there. You know, I just, I was fortunate enough to be one of the people that found it. Yeah, that's why there are clips of it all over Twitter if you look around.
And he was like, I'm going to give Tim till tomorrow to talk about it. But like, he wouldn't talk about Jack Murphy either. And all he had to do was say, I'm sorry, this guy was grifting off my show. He was on every week. And it's just like, Jeremy's just lying. Like, Jack Murphy was on 17 out of 400 episodes. He was a recurring guest that was here periodically. It was over the span of a few months. We had him every other Wednesday. That was it.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, the reason why Jack Murphy doesn't come on the show anymore is because I personally felt the way he handled the situation with Eliza and Sydney was extremely inappropriate.
Yeah. You said Eliza and Sydney. Elijah?
Elijah.
He's got a lies on the brain. You get the picture there. I'm going to put more of it into video form because it needs to be put into video form. But I mean, you get the picture. He's going to talk about Jack Murphy a bit more, and he wouldn't say this stuff live though. He's afraid to talk about it live because he's afraid of how it looks. Like I said, you come and strike people again, he'll grow their channel. Oh, why did you strike that guy? Well, that's because he was talking about the reasons that you wouldn't cover this stuff. That's why you did it. That's fascinating, right? Huh. That's interesting. Again, transformative content, baby. Oh, but. That's fascinating too. You know, these are the same people that use like archived fucking, they use archived articles that they get from places that put them behind paywalls. So they cover the news through articles that are paywalled because it's transformative content. Would they complain about it? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Like I said, they blow my channel up. You know, I could always use that infusion. It'd give me like 1 million talking about TimCast forever too. Oh my God. That'd be really funny. Can't wait till tomorrow for the aftermath. It's all over. If you want to look up though, if you want to find this stuff, it's all over the freaking internet. It is. It's all over sites. People have already uploaded it to other sites too. It's all over the place. That's the thing about the internet. People who play this game thinking that you can control something online, you don't. You don't. Once you put it out there, it's out there. And it's out there forever. And it's not my fault if it ages like fucking milk. You know, that's not my fault. It's not my fault you attack your freaking people. It's not my fault that you go out, you do these fucked up things to folks. That's not my fault. It's funny. It's good times though. I just love how people, love how people, again, pretend that they're going to change the world here. They're not changing the world. That's the thing too. Like what in Tim will go on to tell you, that's one thing in this. Tim will go on to tell you that he's out there changing the world. Now, I don't understand what's world shattering or world changing in that. You know, fence sitting, what changed the world? What's making the world a better place? What's making things better? I don't get it. Let's look at the super chats I missed, okay? Again, I had to tell you about this stuff. I think it's hilarious because, again, we get this weird cope stream from these folks. I mean, we get a fucking members only. You know what? Here's the thing. Like, I have a locals, right, where you can put stuff behind paywalls. And I have a problem with that. I don't put live streams behind paywalls. I used to take down all streams because of people just like that will strike your stuff. You know, they will go after your stuff and they will try to strike it. They'll false strike it, but still, yeah, I understand that. So, you know, give me 1 minute here. But nah, baby, this stuff. these people, again, they insult. I mean, these fucking people insult all of it. Paid PR. Or we're such morons that we don't know all because we're talking about this. Didn't talk about the freedom of speech issue at all. Didn't talk about any of that stuff at all. What's up, Dreadnought? Thanks for the 5 there. Here's a song, Eliza Bleu lies to you. TimCast hates all you. Indeed. Jeremy memes on Tim, and all Tim can do is spew. That's a good super chat. I like that one. That's funny. 2012, thanks for the 5 Tug. The fact that they're shit talking customers also makes it public interest. Also, talking about sexual assault is an issue too. It's newsworthy. Yes, indeed. Well, advocacy is very important. When people take from the people that they're supposed to be advocating for and they create false narratives out of it, I believe that that's very newsworthy. There are real problems in that. See, we saw people used and manipulated as Me Too was commandeered. When it came out at first, people were like, yo, I just want some support, man. Then you had all these figureheads dancing, and you weren't allowed to talk about it anymore. Why? Because people like Asia Argento. Asia Argento had a fucked up past. She had the very things. You know what Asia Argento had the stones to say is, well, listen and believe matters. You need to listen and believe me. And you don't need to listen to what this other person says. And it's like, wait a minute. I mean, again, you weren't supposed to be able to talk about that at all. In fact, if you did, it was a real problem. And there are a lot of people afraid to talk about this stuff. They're afraid because there's a risk that comes with it. They are. And if he's afraid to talk about it, he should say that. If he's afraid to talk about false accusations, afraid to talk about fucking people using the word survivor as clout armor that never lived it. You know, there's a difference in true survivors. They wear that word as a scar. You know, if they build something off of it, bravo. But people who steal that from other people, again, it's just like stolen valor. It's nasty. It's repugnant stuff. Amy, thanks for the 149 and the hearts there. Appreciate that. In SX, thanks for the 5 Tim. Self-reporting membership is bonk. Cancels, won't capture till next month's report. That's true. I mean, you know, I don't care if people quit or don't. I don't have any connection with Tim Poolin whatsoever. He never fucking had me on anyway. You know, I'm not going to fly to his little fucking compound and dance on his skate ramp. I don't care. I'll never be in his circle. Don't want to be in his circle. Don't care about it in any way whatsoever. You know, if somebody tried to cancel him, like when people were talking about swatting the dude, I saw that as a problem. I discussed it. I discussed it in the live streams. Talked about it. I thought it was messed up. If people are trying to ruin what he does like that, then I think that's fucked up. Him doing this, though, is not a mob trying to cancel him. You know, him pretending that he's not going to talk about it. He took down tweets where he was like, oh, you want me to talk about this subject? And he pretended that he didn't know anything about it. Meanwhile, he has a writer that's embedded with it, which he admits he knew about the article the whole time. So he knew that this was here. They had obviously discussed this stuff, and he knew what was going on with it. He knew about that. But instead of being honest, he frames it as something that's just jacked up and false. What a liar, man. Liar manipulator. Joseph, thanks for the 2 there. Just wait to see himself as Frost. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Let me see. Hey, gotcha, son. Thanks for the 2. Check DMs, buddy. I'll check that out for sure. I want to give, like I said, I want to give love to Griffcast or Defengo too. I want to give love to all the people. You know, again, Grifty. God, there's so many folks. I can't remember you all. I watched dozens of people get privacy complaints, which you could take down your channel. You know, when I got hit, the only time I've ever actually had a privacy complaint hit I didn't just get hit with it. I actually got hit right when it hit. The person that decided to green light that, they hit 2 of my streams as well. One of my streams was a deleted stream, which caused me all kinds of hell. Yeah, it wasn't there. So I had no access to it. So when I got hit for it, YouTube was telling me that I could not dispute it because it was already deleted, which is supposed to be so, or because it was deleted, but they struck it after it had been deleted. So I don't delete anymore. I private them, but I'm not gonna private this, but you know, I've been privating different streams there. But I mean, it's just, it's absurdity to see that many people that could lose their channels over shit. People were banned over shit. And the resounding question was why? Why have so many people dug into this subject? Because there's one overriding word. Why? Why is this happening? And the answer is not PR op. A PR op doesn't try to strike multiple channels. If the idea was to build clout for somebody, they wouldn't try to tear channels down. That wouldn't be it. Oh no, it'd be something else. What's up, Susan Dolan? Hey, Susan, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships there. How you doing, Susan Dolan, by the way? Hope you're doing good. Thank you for that, too. Let's see. Backgoat, I think you missed your buck there. Appreciate that. Let me roll all the way back. Give me a second. If I do miss one, if I think I covered it, I miss you. Like I said, I don't do that intentionally ever, like some people do. It kills me. There we go. All right. Let's see. Zeke, thanks for the 2. Brittany was blocked by Cassandra being on TimCast. Yeah, I remember Brittany Venti. That was one of the discussions too. You know, she can't go on there and speak. You know, because she was blocked. So that was actually one huge issue with all of that stuff too. You know, Brittany Venti could never bring up that subject. Like a lot of people, myself included, I was like, hey, I missed Camelot's stream super chat the other day too. Props to Camelot, by the way. Appreciate you, brother. You should definitely sub to Camelot 331. Good people. Mazza again. I hope you're still there. Happy birthday to you again. Principal Potato, thanks for 5. I nominate Tim Pool, Professor of Communications at Pickle University. That's right. Gabriel, I don't remember if I got that. Tim Pool is an ass who takes too much of himself. I mean, a lot of people on the internet feel very self-important. They do. And I guess that's their thing. You know, he's got a big channel. People keep tuning in for it. If that's your thing, that's great. Like I said, I'm not telling you that I don't like Tim Pool. I don't. After he told people again to ruin their fucking lives over nothing, over his message, I don't respect that. I don't think I have to. He doesn't have to like me either. I don't give a fuck. Anthony, thanks for the 2. So she paid on the Tim show. Didn't know her before. Yeah, well, that's like I said, I think there was a push to make her big for a while. And that's how she got out there. She used Andrew Tate to get big. She used that name, but I think there was a push behind her that allowed her to get on shows. Nate, thanks for the 2. No statement, but plenty of statement in there. Thank you. I mean, it amazes me too that his subscribers are good with that. I guess as long as he's not turning on you for that specific issue, that's okay, right? As long as he's not telling you yourself to F off in this moment, that'll be okay. And Mark, thanks for the 2 there. Did I get 150K? I did. I got 150,000 followers on Twitter. I'm bleeding off subs here too. I've been picking up subs with this again. Like, I cover things for a while. When I stop covering something, I'll lose subs and then gain. And I lost some on Twitter and I picked it all back up. Or I'll offend people. I don't really care too. I don't care about saying something offensive. You know, like, oh, if if I insult your favorite politician or your favorite political podcaster, I mean, that's I don't care. You know, it's nothing at you though. Again, I believe firmly that you belong. You are the channels. That's what a lot of people forget. You are the channel. If you decide to move on, that's okay. You can do that. But you should be respected for being here. People shouldn't be like, fuck you, get out. You know, I mean, it's so weird to me. 2012, thanks for the 2. One slightly used Gelth, only $2 now for now. Dreadnought, thanks for the 5. Swatting is always wrong, no matter what. Why waste time trying to destroy TimCast when Tim is already his worst enemy? I mean, that's very true, you know. That's true. But I think with Tim, he called, look at what he called people that cover this. I mean, it wasn't just his own subscribers. I mean, it's just a giant middle finger to other people. They're not supposed to respond to it. You know what I'm saying? You didn't expect any response. Or he pretends, oh, why are you obsessed with me? Nobody gives a fuck about you. Sit down. Julie, thanks for 5. Cam girl equals human. Trafficking survivor, just a pledge equals donation. Just a temple equals journalist. Ouch. Ouch. Mazza, thanks for 5. Thanks, Doug. I'm always here. You've cheered me up loads. Thank you. Thanks, chat. You're all awesome. Great op, bro. Indeed. I could sing you another song too. You know, Mazza 2, happy birthday, you. I got that stupid song in my head, that beat. Griffcast, what's up, Griffcast? Thank you for the 2. Thanks for the shout out. Hey, thank you, bud. Man, you've been doing good work. You've been doing the Lord's work. So thank you. Seriously. I mean, again, all right. So I think I've got everybody. If I missed you somehow in that, it was not intentional. Like I said, let me just see if there's anyone at the end. And I think I'm done. Like I said, I'll put that stuff up tomorrow. We'll have fun with it and we'll see how it goes. All right. But anyway, appreciate you folks. It's been a fun stream, I think. 2,200 of you still here. Tune in tomorrow. We'll see how the crazy goes tomorrow. Later, folks. See ya.